So a lot of people have been asking me how I made this little image for my story on Instagram, so I'm just going to be showing you a tutorial real quick on how I did that. The first app that I'm using right here is called Enlight Photo Fox, and you can get that on the App Store. For sure for Apple, I'm not sure if it's on the Android App Store or anything like that. But all I did was I took a picture of a white Polaroid frame from the internet, and I found a background that I really liked, and I overlaid it on top of the Polaroid to give the Polaroid a nice little background to it instead of it just being a plain white picture. I then hopped over to my camera roll to just crop the excess out of it. I didn't really worry about making the overlay perfect because I knew I could just crop the extra out of it and just make it a straight edge that way. Then I went over to the Phonto app, and for the background I just created an iPhone 8 sized white background and started importing my images in. So right here is where you can see that I picked out the photo of me and Abby and put it in over the Polaroid. Like I said, I wasn't super picky about how well I made the edges look because I knew I was going to be covering it up with a photo anyways. So here I just used the Friends font from my font library to type out congrats to give the Polaroid a nice little caption. And now, as you can kind of see, I am going into my photo library where I have an image of gold confetti that I found on the internet. It's just a PNG, so it doesn't have any background or anything to it, and I'm uploading that to put that in the background of the Polaroid. And right here I'm adding an item, which is just a shape, and then I'm shaping it into a longer rectangle to separate the confetti from the other part of the background that I'm going to be putting in later. And now I'm just adding my brown paper background that of course I found on Google, and I'm inserting that into the background as well. So here I am uploading my textured white paper into the photo, and then I rotated it so that I could put it on the corner and make it look like a little triangle to add to the corner. So right here in this little last section, you can tell that it takes a lot of tedious movement to get it exactly the way that you want it to make sure it's absolutely perfect in the end. I also just wanted to quickly add that you can tell from that image that it was overlaying, but it doesn't matter if it overlays because it will crop it out at the actual image size that you set in Phonto. And here's the finished image. So there you go, guys. That is exactly how I made this for my Instagram story and my Instagram posts.